A very good day to you and welcome once again to our program. We just love telling you about Jesus. You know what evangelism is? One hungry beggar showing another hungry beggar where to find bread. That's all there is to it. It's as simple as that. Have you had bread today? I want to share something with you today that will set you free. And that is stop judging other people. I'm talking to myself as well, not just you. When we judge people, we put unreal expectations on people, and you know what happens? They don't come up to our mark, do they? And then we get despondent, we get depressed. Don't judge people. Let God be the judge. If we go to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, I'm going to read a few scriptures to you from verse 1. Jesus says, "Judge not that you be not judged." Don't judge others, then you won't be judged. "For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the same measure you use, it will be measured back to you." So the more severe you become as a judge towards others, God says, I'll judge you the same way. Verse 3, "And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but you do not consider the plank or the log in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, 'Let me remove the speck out of your eye,' and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite." That's what God says. First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck out of your brother's eye. Folks, instead of always judging people, let's rather be an example to them. Let's rather show them how they ought to live, instead of telling them how to live, and then we don't live like that ourselves. Jesus says you've got a plank, a log stuck in your own eye, and you're trying to take the splint out of your brother's eye. Remember, when you point to someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. You've heard that before. We really need to live by example. And we need to stop judging other people, okay? Because you know why? You don't know their story. So you see that poor old tramp sitting in the gutter, and straight away you judge him, don't you? You see that old man with his motor car broken down on the side of the road, and you get irritated because he's blocking the traffic because he's got a puncture. You don't know that he hasn't got any more money to buy another tire. That's why he hasn't got one. And you see that old lady, and she's in an old dress, and you criticize her, but it's the only dress she has because she has no money. Folks, we really need to ask God to give us discernment as to why these people are living like they are living. Some of those tramps that we see walking the streets, they're not stupid people. They're not sinners. They've had a hard time in life. Maybe somebody's let them down. Maybe they've lost their fortune. Maybe there's been a death in the family and they haven't come to grips with it. Maybe they were instrumental in the death. And they're trying to work through these things and they just cannot face life. And that's why they're living like they're living. Rather love them. Rather put your arm around them, sit in the gutter with them and tell them about Jesus. Don't preach to them and don't judge them. Remember the elders when they wanted to stone the prostitute and she ran behind Jesus to hide, and Jesus said, "He who's got no sin, throw the first stone." And they all put the stones down and they walked away. People who live in glass houses don't throw stones. And remember from whence you came. You know, we've got short memories, haven't we? It was only by the grace of God I know that I made it. And I'm talking to men here that were going bankrupt until they gave everything to Jesus and he put you right, didn't he? Well, maybe those other people didn't do that, and that's why they've got nothing. So don't judge them, love them, and pray for them, and your own life will go a lot better. Until next time, God bless you. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.